Getting set for a start. Paul Stokel, the championship leader, has the most points coming into this race from the first two, but it's Chris Alajajan who has got the jump, the front-wheel drive, turbocharged minis. Oh, Scott Barguana is unloaded into the concrete, and there's another car. That's huge.
That is a massive impact, and another one. That's Sharon, who tried to sneak down the outside, but that is massive damage now. 3 cars before turn 1.
Now, that black car is Jeff Emery, the Fujitsu V8 supercar racer. Barguana's not clear, so he gets turned around. Motorstatu's over to the left of screen. It's a bit hard to see.
That is a massive impact on that wall. Look how much the wall has moved.
And Grant Sharon nearly snuck around on the outside, just got tagged.
Although indeed, there was slight contact. He's got all out of shape. He's trying to sort it out. He spins. He's on the grass. Well, hopefully he can get back on from there. He's still trying to sort it out. Bit of grass tracking. Rob Cullum's also off. I think that was... Oh, and more problems on the Cooper Straight. Oh, my goodness. It's chaos. Cars off everywhere. We've got Paul Rivette in the middle of the track. Tom Onslow Cole's in there as well. So is Martin Brackenbury. Charlie Butler Henderson's involved. My goodness, so many cars crashing into one another.
Flies, and the number 26 machine of Carlos Munoz is going to get the P1 first, but the K12 machine, the Zach Beach, Stephanie wants to take a big second, and we have heavy contact. 3-4 cars involved as they smack the wall down the main straightaway.
Big crash, big crash. Looks like Peter Dempsey. Also looks like Jack Hawksworth and Zach Beach.
It appears as though we're able to climb out of their race cars under their own power. And boy, those are 3 big guns that are done for the day. What do you see on the replay?
All caused by Hawksworth there. As you go down to turn 1, everyone comes off the hairpin so close together. Everyone gets this slipstream and everyone thinks they have
it. Sweeps around the outside to take the lead, but he goes to the grass.
He's gone too deep in there. They both had good starts on the front row. Jack Perkins up in. Oh, it's getting tight in here.
Russell takes to the grass, bang, straight in the wall. Percat fires in as well. Perkins is involved too, and Chaz Mostert. McLaughlin smashed. This is carnage.
Cut the corner there, as you see here. Russell cuts the corner. A lot of mud, can't stop, on slick tyres. David Wall was his brakes in the end.
And Perkat's in the same, and I think he tapped Chaz Mostert on the way through, but was lucky to escape with no serious damage by the looks of it. I think, trying to gain some ground. It was the teammate of Frederick Blomstedt anyway. It might have been Baptista rather. Anyway, and contact at the first corner, and this is a very peculiar line to see cars left, right and centre. One of the Oregon cars is damaged, and that's a big incident coming out of the source as well. So that is one of the other Oregon cars together with the 8 machine. It was a move, I think, by the High Class Racing, the blue and white car there. Now, who's in that at the moment? Is it Dennis Anderson? I think it is. And then afterwards, what do you see, Graham?
The black car lost its steering.
So it did. So, oh yes, and just cannot change direction. And front left wheel ripped off there. Then Anderson clouted the
for the lights to go out, and the race will be underway. Away we go. Malaysia makes a breathtaking start. Great Britain's up into 2nd place. Germany is squeezed. Oh, we're going to spin.
Brazil's hit Germany. Brazil got tipped from behind and has hit Germany. Cars all over the place as we come down into turn 1. I thought there would be an incident, but not here. Literally, 400 metres after the start of the race. That's actually spread the field out.
And amazingly, most of the other cars managed to miss that right in the middle of the grid. Problems with Mexico. Mexico involved in that.
Dale Jarrett through the gears and jumping out in front.
Well, you can see everybody trying to get in single file. Right at the first of the race, there's a lot of debris on the racetrack, a lot of sand. Trouble. Turn 1.
Big crash in the center of the field. Collecting 2-3 cars as they broke away that have really been hammered. Several others involved. Take a look again as Bobby Hamilton also pits. Here's where it happened, going into turn 1, first lap.
But right up in this area is where it started. Some contact made with Darrell Waltrip. It looked like the car number 30. Johnny Benson got into him, buddy.
Exactly what happened, and once it started, it was a chain reaction.
Van Gisbergen on the inside. Murphy got a fantastic start to the outside, but again, ease to the outside. Van Gisbergen and Murphy make contact. Van Gisbergen through to the lead, through the S's for the first time, and around goes Richard Moore.
Oh,
McLennan.
Eddie Bell off, John McIntyre off, this
Simon Evans involved as well, the left rear, and Tim Edgell's gone off in the aftermath. Now Richard Moore was to the inside in about the 6th position. Got a little tap there from behind. I think Paul Manuel and Eddie Bell were sort of in that vicinity. And then McLennan just collects the left rear.
Kane Scott involved there. Look at that United video car.
No one makes a move in the first corner. Braking late. Oh, big crash.
Big shot.
Okay, there's going to be AC Milan is off, as well as Corinthians and Flamengo.
Well, what happened? Oh.
Okay, it's Flamengo who actually smashed into the AC Milan car, and they took the Corinthians car with them.
Then they go across the taxiway. There's a green flag. Gentilozzi jumps into the lead immediately.
Good for Gentilozzi. Look behind him, though.
Clear of the field is Paul Gentilozzi. 3 wide. There's contact. Oh, there's big contact at the back.
That happens every time. I don't know what the cars are yet, but that every turn one here. We got 3 cars about. Peter Shea, I see, is one for sure.
This is on board Steve Pelkey's car.
Look at that. Well, there was the culprit. One brake locked up solidly.
Was that John Paul Jr.? I think it was.
Well, take a look here. We'll see. All the way out to the outside by the grass. It is John Paul Jr.
This is a kamikaze move here by John Paul Jr.
Oh, my God. He just left it way too. Watch this. Watch. Boom!
Oh!
And, of course, look at Brian Pelkey on the outside. He didn't even have any.
Back at the start. Winkelhoff leads away. Watts is second. Sopa's coming up fast. They're going down the ridges, and it's off. Bang, bang. It's chaos. Cars off everywhere. Now, surely they'll have to stop the race. Tim Harvey's stationary in the Renault, and now we're with Sopa, and he's in trouble. And that's Patrick Watts. It's carnage at Snetterton.
I got off for quite a way out the grid, and then someone just turns me around. Just never left off, just pushed me all the way around. It's ruined the car. The car's ruined.
Allen didn't get the best of starts, but didn't deserve to be spun into the path of the bulk of the field, including the accelerating Matthew Neal.
Qualified, so he should have gone to the back.
Yeah, in that class. Yeah. Jeremy Shaw, John Hindhaugh, Shea Adam on the edges of the seats that we would be sitting on if we had them, but we don't. And it's already a crash on the front straight, and it's the Action Express number 5, and one of the Porsches involved there. They were an innocent party. And the 66, I'm afraid, the Ford Championship contending Ford with Dirk Muller, absolutely nowhere to go. It was a heck of a good start from Goikberg, but really nowhere for him to go. There was another prototype involved in there as well. I think it was one of the, well, it can't have been one of the Acuras. They were further back. So it must have been the core car, was it? No, it was looking down on the 関谷がスピン、これに2台、6台巻き込まれました。
さあこれレースどうなるんでしょうか。
大アクシデント。
コースはですね、一応クリアなんで。
あ、高橋も止まってますね。Start from Peter Cox looking to the inside on the run down into the red gate. And the McLaren leads of Makovic. Cox might be able to get up into second place. Our championship leaders are pushed a little bit wide on the exit of the first corner. And it's a spin. Off goes the Ford GT, off goes the 17 BMW. That has pretty much put an end to their championship hopes. As the accident again, you see there is a bit of a touch between the 17 and 38 car. It looks fairly unintentional. There was still plenty of room on the outside of the circuit, so it's not as though, I think it would be harsh to claim Mark Basseng pushed Nicky Mermadov onto the grass, because there was still plenty.
Frank Keating is out in front, and we are away. Green flag for 250 laps in Chicago. And Jimmy Vasser and Scott Dixon, I believe. Vasser in the yellow and white car. Scott Dixon in the Target Chip Ganassi Racing, Lola.
No, Brack.
Oh, excuse me. Is that Kenny Brack?
That is Kenny Brack. Here it is again. Now,
Kenny right side, watch, he goes past Jimmy and then he chops down right there, boom. What was he thinking of? Jimmy was already there. And look at the contact here. Jimmy then goes in sideways. Actually, Jimmy had light contact against the wall because you see he locked the brakes up all the way in.
McLeod again looking around the outside, but he won't stop Miney there. Good start from Randall. He's already putting pressure on Illett in the early stages. And as I say that, Rand goes to 49. Randall goes out. Oh, and he's caused a massive shunt. Ferrer involved. So too several other cars. He came alongside Illett, his teammate, and was forced wide. That pushed him into the middle of the track. Ferrer had to take avoiding action, couldn't, and just smashes into Celis Jr. and the number 4, who just couldn't avoid the number 49. Here's another look from Brendan Leach's position, and I think he just about missed it. Here we go. Oh, how did he get through there? I'll never know. Brendan Leach.
He's way back. Tough break. He's back to about 7th or 8th place. Look at them all still on charging towards the first chicane. It is an angry Anfield. Look at this. Oh, no. Oh. Massive, massive crash on the exit of the chicane. There are cars everywhere. Puts a move on Dean Cottrell. Oh, squeeze in front. Nowhere to go.
Well, Robbins is definitely giving him a bit of a squeeze into the fence there, and you can see why he's agitated. I'd be pretty upset with that as well. And look at the damage.
And they just come to a standstill, Brad. They don't spin down the road.
Wheel to wheel with John Stewart. Then it's Stevie Hodgson moving up down the inside there of Anthony Swan. And a spinner at the back. Colin White. Oh, my. And what a huge, huge accident. The NEC car there. And Michael Burgess rolls and rolls to a standstill. Number 11 also out there, Skid Carrera, heavily damaged there for Colin White as well. Another car caught up in that action. Let's see it again here. Burgess actually trying to avoid Colin White, who's already in the wall, and I think somebody moved across on Colin White in the pack as well. And the 19 car up into the wall, avoiding action as well. That's John Higgins. He's out of the race, but that was one huge accident for Michael Burgess.